Going up, guys? So welcome to another episode of Trade Like Carter. So in today's episode we are going to be talking about my personal trading strategy. A lot of people have, hundreds of strategies that they believe work for them. And I'm just going to be giving you mine that I have found uh, success in, and kind of the stuff I use, the program I use, and how I find my stocks that I'm searching for and whatnot. Okay, so the first thing you guys got to do is if you guys want to, day trade stocks, is you got to find the stocks. So this stock was a previous runner that I have found on my personal scanner here. So we're gonna go to, I found it in pre-market. So we're gonna go pre-market one, and when I scanned it in the early morning. Wow, look at that! Look at that, up, you know, 811%. That is crazy. But so when I did that, I found SBOT in the morning, and so I decided to put it on watch because it had some of the um, things I was looking for. And stuff that I look for is pretty heavy volume during the pre-market, but not too heavy. You don't want to be in crowded or stuff like that. And then also I want to see how well it's retaining its highs. That's very important. If see how it was hanging around, the high was 297, and you see how it was at 288 in pre-market, 280, 5, and it had a low of 267, and then we had this big build up. So this right out of the get-go was about a 33% gap up in the morning when I first saw it. So, as I saw it, I realized, okay, this has the gap and go setup in the gap and go strategy. That's my strategy I use, and that is how I found, success. And so what I do is I this is what I saw. So, we had build up, and I realized that, the gap and go strategy, you can go at it many different ways. But I buy in at the pre-market high. So whatever the pre-market high was, and that was 297, that's what I'm going to place an order at. So all I do is I go 297. Well, I'll go up to 298, and I will click, buy custom, buy with stop, and then I will, let's move this out of the way, and then I'll set, 299, then I'll set my stop loss. Let's see what the breakdown for the resistance is, or the support. So, 277 seems pretty good, so I would set this 277 and 299. So, and then I will just get those ready pre-market. So if we get this big splurge up like we did, I will get an order filled. That's very important because, I can take profits very early in the morning, right out of the get-go. I could be up 7%, if not more. And I realized that there were some resistance lines up here. And so I realized that when it breaks the resistance turned into the old support. So I realized I could make actually 2 trades off this stock right here within the first hour and 15 minutes of the market being open and being up, over $250. That's very important. So as you get this order filled at 299, because that's beating the pre-market high, you can add, but I would just, honestly, I would take profits until the first pullback. So I would set my profit, to, let's see if we had, that's first we would want to look to see within the past couple of days if we had any other big splurges up, and then we could set one there. Since we didn't, we could set ours at, let's say 10%, the profit at 10%, and still keep our stop loss at 77. So let's add a new line at profit. Well, first let's add this. So 10% would be right about let's go down a little more, Okay, so about, let's just say right there. Okay, so honestly, we could make a 10% profit off this single stock within a couple of minutes here. But so that would be profit line right there. Okay. So as we break this, we honestly we want to get stopped out. We'd continue to hold because look, as you have this big gap up, all to really see here. Let me move myself so you guys can see me. To really see if the stock's going to continue to rally or continue to fade, all you got to do is look at the volume. If we have a low volume and on the sell orders and so on, that means we're gonna have a continued gap. I would be a little more worried if we had a huge volume spike of about maybe all the way up to here. Maybe about 4 million shares traded. If we had that, then I'd be a little more worried. I'd take my profits because I would still be up. I would still be up, 6%, 5%. Take that real quick. $200 gain, however much that is, and then I would wait. So I would see that it hit this resistance level. So I know it's having a little hard time at about 330. So I would keep that in mind. I would remember that. I would make a resistance line, and I would wait, and you really could make a trade right here. This would be a perfect setup for a support bounce. That's one of the strategies and patterns I teach, and what that is creating a support line where you were in the past or within the past 5 days has had previous support, and as you see here, or resistance, that we had a very hard time breaking over that earlier. So I would draw that line, and I would make a trade right when it beat over that high. So about 307 to 310 would be my ideal hop in, and then I would set my stop loss at 285, 284, or 294. And then so you would take profits all the way up here, probably sell about half here. First pullback you could add, and then you'd continue to rally, and then you'd most likely sell somewhere over here at 340. So that's what I would do, and this happens all the time. So let's pull up another stock here. Let's go scan. Let's see, because this one I guarantee we can look, but I guarantee that stock had big news today. And let's see what this one did. So, okay, so this one kind of just freaking went crazy. Not too much volume, which is surprising, but that happens. Not a big deal. Not enough volume for that one. Let's see what this one did pre-market. So let's add that. Let's add this. Whoops. So yeah, this one wouldn't even show up on our scanners. Same with that one. Let's see. Ooh, this one looks interesting. Let's see. HBTX. Okay, not the gap and go setup because not that much gap up pre-market, and that would be fine if we saw that. See, no gap up pre-market, so really we wouldn't even look at this one. The only way we would find this is on our momentum scanner. Let's see, I'm just looking for more setups, and it's kind of making my strategy look bad, but it works really well because these stocks aren't. It's really hard to do this pre or after the market's closed. I'm trying to remember some of my stocks that I had on watch. Let's go P for profit. Let's see. Let's go SBOT. That was the one that I did earlier. Not that one. And the reason why this one fell and we want to do the gap and go setup is because it didn't retain its highs. So it had a high of 320. If it continued to consolidate at about 315 to 310 around there, then that would stock be more interesting and we could get a gap and go set up. But since that didn't happen, and this one just literally just fell off. Same thing, didn't retain its highs. AVGR. This one was I was thinking about trading this one earlier. I'll show you. All right, because let's see. Was it the other day? May have been the other day. So okay, here's the gap and go setup. Now let's go, because this happened about 2 days ago. Let's go 5 days, 5 minutes. So about right here is when we had this huge gap up. Okay, so as we have this huge gap up, and this is a 50% gap up. This one we'd definitely be on alert. Let's go 1 minute so you guys can see better. Okay, okay. So we have this big gap up, beats pre-market highs right here at 207. Take profit at 221. First pullback 216. We're in the green for the rest of the day. Right within 3 minutes. That's how a lot of traders fail. Is they wait. They don't wait. They don't wait for the first gap up, or they just trade stocks they don't understand, and that's very important. You got to trade stocks that you believe have potential. Like you can make a trade right here. Just a nice support bounce of 2%, and right there that pays. It depends how much money you got, but even if you would have done that here, sold first pullback, even third pullback, 7%, that's killing it. It's killing it. Can't beat that. You guys can't beat that. And this one, the reason why this one faded is because look at the volume pre-market. You still could have done a gap and go trade off it. Well, not really, because it didn't really retain its highs very well, but okay, this one fell off like a rock. This one was also on watch because I wanted to see a excuse me. I wanted to see a continuation. This one went up about a couple 100% the other day. See, look at this. This was all the way down at 134. Hit a high of almost 460, 400% winner. We wanted to see if we could get another rally in today, but we didn't. So no big deal. But that is my trading really strategy, and you guys can kind of customize it, do whatever you want. I hope everybody enjoyed this video. Please sure to hit the subscribe button. Let me know what you guys think. I only got like a couple subscribers. I know I haven't been posting lately, but also go check out my business channel at MVP Investors. I always call out stocks that I see potential in. I do all kinds of cool stuff on there. All right, thanks for watching, everyone. Peace out.